Today, I have a message that feels deeply important, one that speaks to people who may be feeling different, struggling with hardships, or sensing a unique purpose in their lives. This message may be for you if you feel like life has tested you in ways others can't understand. If what I'm sharing doesn't fully apply to you, take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's start with the scripture that feels directly connected to this message, Exodus 14:13-14. It says, "Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." This message is for those who have endured struggles and pain and maybe even reached a point where they felt lost, broken, or completely alone. You might have faced moments when it felt like the whole world was against you. Don't think about some of the hardships you've experienced, times when you didn't know how you'd make it through. Maybe you faced financial hardship, lost your home, struggled to meet basic needs, or faced other life-altering challenges. Despite everything, you've managed to get this far. That alone shows your resilience and strength. And that strength isn't just a random trait you've developed, it's a part of a higher purpose. If you're feeling misunderstood or disconnected from those around you, it might be because you're walking a unique path. When you look at your life, you might wonder why you feel so different or why it sometimes feels like others don't quite get you. This difference isn't a flaw, it's a signal that you're meant for something different. You've been set apart for a reason. And that reason may involve breaking away from old, unhelpful patterns or cycles that have repeated over generations in your family or community. These patterns might look like fear, anxiety, a lack of confidence, or even a feeling of being stuck. This sense of feeling different often shows up when someone has a unique mission in life. Some people have been chosen to break through old cycles and do things in a new way. This may mean ending struggles or challenges that your family or ancestors dealt with but weren't able to overcome. You might even feel like your experiences have been building you up for this purpose to bring about change and healing. Some of you may already be feeling a new energy or motivation that's guiding you toward this purpose. You might feel a stronger urge to pray, meditate, or spend more time focusing on spiritual growth. This new energy or fresh fire is meant to guide you to a new phase of your journey. If you feel a stronger desire to connect with your spirit, meditate, or make life changes, it's because you're entering a stage where you'll be given the strength and wisdom to break old patterns in your family and community. For others, you may already have been doing this work for some time and are now reaching the end of that season. This new season brings growth, clarity, and even a sense of peace. As you leave one stage and enter a new one, expect to find a deeper understanding of who you are and the strength you possess. If you're going through difficult times right now, it's important to remember that hardship is often part of the process of change and growth. Many times, the toughest challenges prepare us for what comes next. It's easy to feel defeated or even hopeless during these moments, but remember that these dark times are here to teach you, not just to hold you back. Each challenge brings you closer to understanding your unique purpose. In our toughest moments, it's natural to wonder why things aren't going the way we planned. Many times, when things don't go as expected, it's because there's something better in store, but we need to be patient and willing to grow. If we can shift our mindset and see these tough times as part of a journey towards something better, we can find peace in the process. Imagine you being prepared slowly and steadily for something bigger. The more you can find peace within your current situation, the more prepared you'll be for your true purpose. Let yourself be okay with where you are, even if it's challenging. Every trial you go through is shaping you and preparing you for something greater. Sometimes we try to force things to go a certain way, and when they don't, we feel frustrated or discouraged. But in many cases, there are signs around us that are meant to help us. By noticing these signs and following them, we can find our way with a little more ease. If we allow our desires and ego to drive us, we may end up going down paths that weren't meant for us. But if we stay patient and listen to our inner guidance, we may avoid unnecessary challenges. Once we learn that our struggles are part of our journey and not just obstacles, we can gain clarity. We realize that the challenges we face are here to teach us, not to harm us. Even the darkest moments hold lessons, and as we learn from them, we come closer to understanding ourselves and our purpose. If you're in a tough spot right now, it may help to remind yourself that this is just part of the journey. You're being guided and supported, even if it doesn't always feel that way. You're not alone on this path. You have guidance from a higher power, ancestors, spirit guides, or angels who are with you. They are there to support and protect you, especially in moments when you feel alone or uncertain. Remember, you're here for a purpose that's much larger than any single hardship or struggle. You've been chosen to break old cycles and create a new path, not only for yourself, but for those who will come after you. This is your unique mission, and the hardships you face are part of what has prepared you to fulfill it. You're stronger, wiser, and more resilient because of what you've been through. As you move forward, you might notice signs of new opportunities and guidance coming into your life. It may feel like fresh energy or a new clarity around your purpose. Embrace it and trust that you're on the right path. Your journey might involve some isolation or moments when you feel different from others, but remember that this difference is part of what makes you strong. It's part of why you're able to do what others may not be able to do. If you're feeling drawn to new practices like prayer, meditation, or simply taking more time to connect with yourself, go with it. This is your inner self guiding you toward greater understanding and purpose. You're being given what you need to fulfill your mission, and part of that is learning to be at peace with where you are now. To wrap up, if you're feeling alone or different, remember that this is part of your purpose. You're here to make a difference, to break old cycles, and to lead others toward a better path. Challenges are not setbacks, they're stepping stones that bring you closer to your purpose. Embrace your journey and know that you're not alone. You have support from a higher power, and you have the inner strength to fulfill your unique mission. This message is about transformation, patience, and trust in a higher power to guide you in life. At this moment, you might feel an urge to push things forward or to control everything on your own. However, you are being asked to pause and allow the divine or the universe to guide you. This isn't a time to rush or force results, even if you feel ready. You're being prepared for something important, and part of that preparation is letting go of impatience. It's okay if things aren't happening right now. In fact, the timing matters, and when the time is right, everything will fall into place more smoothly than if you try to make it happen on your own. Think of this period as a new beginning. However, to step fully into this new chapter, it will help if you shift your mindset and let go of old habits or cycles that might hold you back. Often, people think they can change by making big leaps, but true growth usually requires small steps, patience, and trust in the process. This new chapter in life offers you a chance to break free from patterns that don't serve you and create space for something better. It might feel challenging or uncomfortable at times, but breaking old patterns often means freeing yourself from things you may have been carrying for years, perhaps even inherited ideas or behaviors that don't truly reflect who you are. You might be wondering why this new beginning feels challenging, or maybe you're not yet feeling the positive effects. One possible reason could be that some of your internal energy centers, known as chakras, might be blocked. Chakras are thought of as different points in the body where energy flows, and they influence various parts of our emotional, mental, and spiritual well being. When some of these chakras are blocked, it can prevent us from feeling truly connected to ourselves, others, and the world around us. By focusing on clearing these blockages, you could feel more in tune with your path, more open to love, more confident, and more able to see beyond surface level situations. Four important chakras that may need attention in this period are the crown, third eye, heart, and solar plexus chakras. Each one plays a different role. The crown chakra, located at the top of your head, helps you connect to higher wisdom or spiritual insights. When this chakra is clear, it's easier to feel guided by something greater than yourself, helping you make wise choices. The third eye chakra, located between your eyebrows, is connected to intuition or your inner sense of knowing. When this chakra is balanced, you can see past illusions or limiting beliefs, and you feel more certain about your path and decisions. The heart chakra at the center of your chest is tied to love and compassion. When it's open, you feel more loving and open to both giving and receiving love, which can deepen your relationships and even your relationship with yourself. Lastly, the solar plexus chakra, located near your stomach, is about confidence and personal power. When it's balanced, you feel more secure in who you are and less concerned with outside opinions. You can begin to balance these chakras through practices like meditation, spending time in nature, or even learning more about each chakra and focusing on them individually. Meditation is particularly helpful because it allows you to center yourself, clear your mind, and become more aware of any blockages that may exist. Just a few minutes a day can make a big difference over time. As you work on these chakras, you'll likely feel a greater sense of clarity and confidence, allowing you to step into this new chapter with a stronger sense of self and purpose. For many, this journey is also about breaking away from old family patterns. You might feel a calling to be the person in your family who chooses a different path, maybe even breaking what are often called generational curses. These are patterns or behaviors passed down through families, sometimes unknowingly. You may have witnessed certain patterns in your family, like habits, behaviors, or limiting beliefs that didn't sit right with you, and you might have decided to go in a different direction. It can be a brave decision to break away from what you've known, especially if it involves living differently than family members or letting go of things that feel familiar but aren't good for you. Choosing a new path requires courage and can sometimes feel lonely or challenging, but it's a choice that allows for growth and transformation. This journey of breaking generational patterns often means stepping away from ideas that no longer fit who you are. It's a chance to explore your authentic self, separate from the expectations or behaviors you may have inherited. You might be the person in your family who chooses to think differently, live differently, and perhaps even create a new legacy for future generations. This role is a powerful one because it can shift the path for those who come after you. By making changes in your own life, you're showing others that it's possible to grow, evolve, and be true to oneself. As you go through this transformation, you may notice that things that used to hold you back, like fear, doubt, or anxiety, are starting to fade away. Moving forward, these feelings will have less control over you. You're being invited to step fully into a new phase that's brighter and more fulfilling. This new phase isn't just about creating a better life for yourself, but also about potentially helping those around you. You might be stepping into a role where you can act as a guide, helping others in your family or community to see new possibilities and break free from old patterns. It's important to be patient and confident as you step into this new role. Moving in a new direction takes courage, and it may require you to let go of habits, beliefs, or relationships that don't align with your true self. You may find that this path involves certain sacrifices, like letting go of friendships or even jobs that no longer fit your values or goals. These sacrifices might feel difficult, but they're an essential part of the journey. By letting go of what doesn't serve you, you create space for new positive experiences to come into your life. Trust that these sacrifices are guiding you towards something better, even if the journey feels challenging. Now, more than ever, it's time to let go of old ways and step into this new life with trust and confidence. Trust that you're on the right path and that everything you've experienced so far has helped prepare you for this moment. Remember that you're meant to live a life full of hope, purpose, and joy. Embrace this new beginning fully and don't let fear hold you back. This journey has taught you resilience, strength, and wisdom, and it's helped you become more of who you truly are. You've gained insights into yourself and learned valuable lessons that will help guide you in the future. This new beginning is yours to claim. Even though you may have faced hardships, it's these experiences that have shaped you and prepared you for what's next. Take the lessons you've learned, hold on to the wisdom you've gained, and trust that you're ready for this new phase. You are in a unique position to build a life that feels true to you, one that reflects your values, dreams, and hopes. As you move forward, remember that you're not alone in this journey. The universe or whatever higher power you believe in is supporting you, guiding you, and helping you grow. Embrace each step with patience and allow yourself to enjoy the process. This new chapter is a gift, a chance to rewrite your story and create a future that feels fulfilling. Let go of the past, embrace the present, and look forward to the future with an open heart and mind. Understanding the importance of hard work over luck. Have you ever looked at someone and wondered how they got to where they are? How did they achieve their goals? Maybe they seem to have it all: success, happiness, and peace. It's easy to think that some people just get lucky or that things fall into place for them because of good fortune. But in reality, it's often not luck that gets someone ahead, it's hard work. Success doesn't happen by chance, it's something that you have to work for every day. And sometimes it takes years of dedication, sacrifice, and persistence. You might have put in a lot of effort to get to where you are today, and while others might think you've been lucky, the truth is that you have worked for it. You've put in the time and energy to improve yourself and break free from old cycles or habits. It's easy for people who haven't done that kind of work to assume that your success was easy, but they don't see the hours, the struggles, and the decisions you made to get there. Dot reflection on your growth. When was the last time you looked back at how far you've come? Take a moment now to think about it. Think about how much you've changed over the past year or two. You're not the same person you were a few years ago. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and it's important to recognize that growth. It's easy to forget how far you've come when you're focused on where you're going next, but it's worth it to pause and reflect on your journey. Look at the sacrifices you've made. Think about the challenges you've faced and overcome. It wasn't easy, you've had to put in the work, often when others weren't paying attention or when things seemed impossible. That's the kind of hard work that pays off, and you need to be proud of how much you've already achieved. Preparing for the next chapter in your life. Now that you've put in all this hard work, the next thing you need to do is prepare for what comes next. It's time for the next chapter of your life. You might not always know exactly what that next chapter will look like, but you can feel it. You can sense that change is coming. And when that feeling comes, it's important to be ready. The phrase pack your bags isn't just about literal bags, it's a way of saying get ready for what's ahead. When you pack for a trip, you think about what you'll need for the journey. You prepare for the experience ahead of you. In the same way, you need to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for what's coming. You might feel a desire to change your routine, to look at your life differently, or to start caring for yourself in a new way. Maybe you want to dress differently or try out a new look. Maybe you feel drawn to make other changes that reflect your inner transformation. These are all signs that you're getting ready for the next phase of your life. Don't ignore those feelings, follow them. It's your spirit telling you to get ready. Change is coming, and you are ready for it. If you've been feeling like you're in a transition phase, that's a good sign. Change is coming. But it's not just any change, it's a transformation. When things start to shift in your life, you might feel uncertain or even a little scared. But know that this is part of the process. Change often brings new opportunities and is the start of something better. As you prepare for this new season, understand that change isn't always easy. It might feel uncomfortable at times, but that's normal. It's a sign that you're growing. You've been working hard to get to this point, and now it's time to embrace that's coming your ways, the change that's coming your way. Whether it's a new job, a new relationship, or a new sense of self, the next part of your journey will bring things you've been waiting for. The power of letting go of doubt. A big part of preparing for this change is letting go of doubt. Doubt is one of the biggest things that can hold you back from moving forward. When you doubt yourself, you stop yourself from reaching your full potential. You might think things like, I'm not good enough or I'm not capable of achieving this. These thoughts keep you stuck in place. But you don't have to let doubt control your life anymore. If you want to move forward, you have to start believing in yourself. You need to believe that you can achieve great things, that you are worthy of success, and that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. This kind of belief starts with you. You don't need permission from anyone else. You can do this. The first step in letting go of doubt is changing your mindset. If you've been thinking negatively about yourself or your situation, it's time to shift that perspective. Start thinking positively. Remind yourself that you have the power to change your life. Remind yourself that good things can happen to you. This shift in mindset is essential for your growth. Understanding the reasons behind your struggles. If you've gone through difficult times, there's a reason for it. Sometimes life doesn't make sense in the moment. You might have faced challenges that felt unfair or that you couldn't understand at the time. But later, when you look back, you will see that those experiences were necessary for your growth. Maybe you lost a job, ended a relationship, or faced a major disappointment. At the time, it might have felt like a setback, but it was actually a step towards something better. You might not see it right now, but in time, you will understand why certain things didn't work out. Everything that has happened has been part of your journey and it has led you to where you are today. Sometimes it's necessary to let go of certain people or situations in order to move forward. This can be difficult, but it's part of the process. When you let go of what's holding you back, you make space for something new and better to come into your life. Trust that the divine or whatever higher power you believe in has a plan for you, and that plan is unfolding at the right time. Your future is bright, trust in the timing. For some of you, this change might involve a relationship. Maybe you're waiting for the right person to come into your life. You've prayed for it and you've been patient, but it seems like nothing is happening. If that's the case, you need to know that everything is happening in the right time. Your person is coming, but certain things had to fall into place first. You might be feeling frustrated, wondering why it's taking so long. But understand that the delays aren't permanent. The divine is aligning things for you. The right person will come into your life when the time is right. Trust that it will happen, even if you don't see it yet. The same applies to other things you might be waiting for, whether it's a new job, a new opportunity, or a new chapter in your life. It's all coming, but you have to trust the timing. Embrace your growth and new beginnings now. It's time to embrace the new beginning that's coming your way. This is a new chapter where you get to leave behind the old ways of thinking and living. You are no longer the same person you were before. You've worked on yourself, healed from past wounds, and learned valuable lessons. As you move into this new chapter, remember that everything you've been through has prepared you for this moment. You are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you've ever been. The challenges you faced were not meant to break you, they were meant to build you up. You're now ready for the blessings and opportunities that await you, and letting go of the past and moving forward. Letting go of the past can be difficult, but it's necessary for your growth. You can't move forward if you're still holding on to things that no longer serve you. Whether it's old habits, toxic relationships, or past failures, it's time to release them. Your future is waiting, and you can't carry all that baggage with you. Start by forgiving yourself for any mistakes or missteps you've made in the past. You are human and everyone makes mistakes. What matters is that you've learned from them and grown. Now it's time to let go of the guilt and shame and move forward with a clean slate. Moving toward your true self. As you let go of the past, you start to step into your true self. You become more aligned with who you are meant to be. This doesn't mean that everything will be perfect, but it does mean that you'll be living in a way that feels authentic to you. You'll feel more connected to your purpose and to the people and things that truly matter. Remember that you're not on this journey alone. You're being guided every step of the way. Trust that the divine has a plan for you and that everything you've been through has led you to this moment. You are on the path to something wonderful. Trusting the process and being patient. Lastly, remember good things take time. You've done the work and now it's time to trust the process. Stay patient and stay focused on your goals. Even when things don't seem to be moving forward, trust that the universe is aligning everything for you. When the time is right, everything will fall into place. Congratulations on how far you've come. Keep believing in yourself, and you will continue to see positive changes in your life. Your future is bright, and the best is yet to come.